Evet, şimdi öğle arasından önceki son durağımızdayız. Aslında yine veriye dayalı organizasyonlardan birinin mutfağına giriyoruz, Amazon'un mutfağına giriyoruz diyebiliriz. Müşterinin ne istediğini, daha o ne istediğini bilmeden bilebilmek. Predictive shopping. Artık bir bilim kurgu değil tabii, günlük hayatımızın bir parçası haline geldi. Verinin gücünü müşteri sadakatine dönüştürmenin formülünü dinlemek üzere de bu işin liderlerinden Amazon.com.tr CMO'su Ece Uslu sahnede. Alkışlarınızla. Hoş geldiniz. Teşekkür ederim.
Herkese merhabalar, ben Ece Uslu. Amazon'un pazarlamasından sorumluyum. Ben de biraz Frank ve Lars gibi yapacağım. I will go to English as I see people who are not speaking Turkish in the room. Okay, so today here we will talk about alliances. But before starting my presentation, raise your hand if you use at least one AI application for your work every day. Quite a lot. If you use at least one AI application for your personal life, it's quite a lot as well, which means that we have already integrated AI into our daily routines and started forming alliances with the AI. But this topic of alliance is very, very hot topic recently across industries, companies, but I think it is not a recent trend. I believe it is a very, very old concept, even older than any technologies. And today I will start my presentation with maybe the largest and oldest alliance in the earth, which is Amazon forest. For the ones who don't know, Amazon forest is consists of billions of trees, thousands of species, millions of organisms that are all connected, all supporting each other, and that makes the Amazon forest last millions of years. And when we look at it, in fact, we know that no single tree lives or survives alone, or no other species dominates the other one, they collaborate. And we know that they form many alliances. I will give you simple examples before I move to the other Amazon. So within the Amazon large ecosystem, within the large ecosystem of Amazon, we see invisible alliances. What do we mean by that one? I don't know if you know, I didn't know it before. Under the trees, kilometers long, there are mushrooms. And these mushrooms, they serve a network of communication that allows trees to communicate diseases and stress and protect themselves. And in return of this alliance, they give sugar and carbs to the mushrooms so that they can get nourished. This is an invisible alliance. And the second one, this is the sub-Sahara dust that are coming long distances to Amazon forest, and they make the Amazon forest soil fertilize and become nourishing for all the microorganisms living there. And the third one, actually this is my preferred one, these are the collective alliances. These are little microorganisms, in this case the fungi. They are eating the dead trees and enabling the Amazon forest to renew itself. Without these fungi, it will be a dead wood. As you can see, this is what the alliances are teaching us. We need to collaborate, we need to connect, and we need to connect with AI to make ourselves stronger. This is where the whole alliance, the idea of alliance is coming from. And actually, there is also another Amazon that I will talk about, and this time is a company. But as you may know, Amazon is not only a company. It's a giant ecosystem. It is a giant ecosystem of more than 300 million active customers. Active customer means in a year time, there are 300 million customers buying from Amazon. There are 200 Prime members, 2 million active sellers, and 1.5 million employees like me. And we are all connected via technology. And behind the scenes, we are AI working with us, with humans, AI working for us to improve our services and making them better every day. Now I will also explain you a big alliance like Amazon, what kind of alliances we are forming to make customers' life better every day. Unforeseen alliance of the Amazon world is very similar to Amazon forest. The first one is invisible. Behind every click, every data, there is a human design, AI-empowered systems that are working relentlessly and optimizing your every purchase, your every delivery. The second one is also the unlikely one. I will come to the details, but these are the super simple ideas, unexpected collaboration that turns simple ideas to breakthrough innovations. And the third one is the collective one, collective alliances. This is also mini actions, small actions like a click, like a review. When they are scaled, they become a meaningful service, a meaningful insight. Let me go to the first one, the invisible one. So the invisible, I have 3 examples. I start with the one that you are very familiar. Most probably when you go to your shopping app, it can be Amazon or it can be others, every other day you are seeing a content that is more familiar for you, that is more personalized. Because each time you make a click, you make a delivery, you make a purchase, AI learns your patterns and then offers you something that is more personalized, more engaging. He learns our preferences and in return gives you something that is more engaging for you. And this is now common and more common. In Amazon Turkey, 60% of our clicks come from personalized content, which means that more than half of the site is unique to you. If you're a loyal customer, it can go up to 80%, which means that the site is designed for you. This is a step further. When you leave many traces behind you, clicks, delivery, purchases, and then when millions do it, then there is a pattern. And what AI does, it learns the patterns, and then it shifts from reacting to anticipating the needs. And this is how we innovated Rufus. I don't know, does everybody know Rufus or anybody knows Rufus? Okay, I will explain. Rufus is the AI chatbot of Amazon. Now it exists in Europe and in US. It will come to Turkey also soon. But it's not a simple chatbot. It's not like, where is my delivery? Where is my food? It's not that type. It's the one that you can communicate and it asks you questions back to clarify, gives you advices. Actually, it is very difficult to separate Rufus from a human. And now I will show you a video of Rufus, but a small anecdote that makes everybody smile. Rufus is the first 4 legs employee of Amazon. It was a dog owned by 2 engineers when they launched Amazon, and they were bringing him every day to the office, and they say, we will give the name of our first 4-leg employee to the chatbot. This is why it's called Rufus. Now you will see a Rufus video. It is a couple who will go to camping in a cold month, and they are asking help from Rufus, which is really built in Amazon.com. Let's see. I'm going to camp in Yellowstone for the first time. So it's a first-time camper. And Rufus understands that they are not very tenured campers. They said, when do you need to go? What is the season? Are you planning to stay in an established campground or is it a hotel? Give me more information. So the camper says it's February. It will be cold most probably. Okay, the writer is not as fast as I. Hold on. Okay, they are making the tough choice of staying in a campground. And they will be 2 people. Okay, let's see. A little bit of thinking. Okay, so it says it will be a winter campaign. February is very cold. It becomes 0 degrees during the night. This is all the products that you need with all the alternatives. You need to put hot clothes. You need to bring with you also tents that are making you warm below 0 degrees. And then it even gives you tips. What kind of product you should eat, what kind of food you should bring, what you should do with the insects. It becomes like from a chat bot, it becomes even like a mom that gives you advices. So this is how AI is changed. It is no longer giving you the product that you may need for tomorrow, but it gives you advices for everything. And the last one, this is an easy one, I think. When you purchase a product, before it is getting delivered by a human to you, obviously AI optimizes the packaging timing, the delivery routes, so that humans can deliver them on time, faster, every time. So these are all the invisible alliances in Amazon to serve the customers better. And we go to an unlikely alliance. Let's see what is it. Of course, I will not go through each of them. I see the time. But I will give you two examples. Bookstore. So as you may know, Amazon has started as a bookstore. And then shortly after, Jeff Bezos has decided to launch Kindle, which is a digital bookstore. And people disagreed with him. They say, but how come we were selling books? If you launch the digital bookstore, then we will decrease the sales of the books. He said, no, this will not work like this. People, when they travel or when they commute, they need digital books. They don't want to carry a physical books. Most probably, we will double the book sales. And this is what happened. So people bought one for home, one for road. The second one, that maybe you have heard it, content and commerce. Content is Prime Video and Prime membership. So after an Oscar nomination ceremony, they were interviewing Jeff Bezos, and they said, why you are trying to get an Oscar with Prime Video? He said, to sell more shoes. It looks a little bit interesting, but what is happening? Prime is a program that gives you free delivery, fast delivery, and Prime Video. Imagine that you are in a season that you don't want to buy anything. If you didn't have the Prime Video in the membership program, most probably you will drop your membership. But since you have Prime Video, you don't drop it. And when you need to purchase something, because you have free delivery, you choose Prime, which means that Prime Video makes you more loyal to Prime and Amazon. And this is how these two unlikely ideas came together. And it doesn't obviously only exist in Amazon. I think you have heard of Ozempic or Mounjaro. These are the medicine used to lose weight. But originally, it was created Ozempic for diabetes. But after that, they understand that it regulates the sugar in your body. It can also regulate the weight. Now it's used for weight loss. And power bank and Tesla, this I know, I learned it also very recently. Elon Musk, to build the first electric car, he brought all the power banks together, thousands of them, and built the car. And this is how he invented one of the famous electric cars in the world. The last one, the collective one, collective alliances. These are small micro-alliances. They are tiny individually, but powerful collectively. We have talked about many small actions, cliques, membership, sellers, but here I will talk about the customer review as the last point. Every customer review is, one single customer review is insignificant, but when they are compounded, they become important because they generate insights. And AI gathers all the insights coming from customer reviews. It improves the service. It improves the product. Sometimes we are delisting resellers. We stop working with some sellers that are not providing you a good service. And when the customer reviews was launched for the first time, I think it was Amazon who launched it first, and it was Jeff's idea again. His partners disagreed with him. They said, but what if the customer reviews are negative? They will decrease the sales. He said, we are not here to sell products. We are here to serve the customers. And this is how he built the customer reviews. And through the customer reviews, he earned the trust. And then through millions of customer reviews, he built a company that is transparent. He scaled the trust. Therefore, he grew the company to what we see today. Now I am finishing right on time with few recommendations. This is the age of alliance. we need to cooperate with AI. This will make us stronger. They will not replace us, for sure. But what we need to do is see the invisible, breach the unlikely, and activate the collective, which means that we need to create ecosystems where millions choose to participate, amplify, and co-create together. Thank you for listening.
Çok teşekkürler. Ece Hanım'a çok teşekkür ediyoruz. İçeriden bilgilerle harika bir sunumdu yine. Şimdi öğle aramıza çıkacağız ama öncesinde ikinci LinkedIn sorumuz geliyor. Bu defa Migros kartı değerimiz 2000 TL oldu. 4 tane Migros kartımız var. Sorumuza 3, 6, 9 ve 12. sırada cevaplayan misafirlerimiz hediyelerin sahibi olacaklar. Bir vitamin paketiyle birlikte 2000 TL değerinde Migros çeklerimiz var. 4 katılımcımıza. Soruyu ekranda görüyorsunuz. LinkedIn hesabımızdan soruya yanıt vererek bahsettiğim ödüllere ulaşabilirsiniz. Şimdi bir saat 14'e kadar ara veriyoruz. Biz 14'te tekrar burada olacağız. Sizleri de bekliyoruz. Şimdiden afiyetler olsun. Görüşmek üzere.